Hey guys, Jingraves here, doing another manga review for you guys. This is day 4, video 5, if you are keeping track and everything. Um, so this next one we're gonna do is by uh, Yoshitoki Oima, Oima, maybe. I'm probably getting that wrong, probably really wrong. Um, but this one is printed by Kodansha Comics. If you have been around for a little while, you actually know this one most likely um, as a silent voice. I mean, obviously, a lot of people have read it, um, and I like how on these it shows the kind of progression of the characters at the time. Um, this is a very, very good series, probably ranking a 4.5, or not 4.5, but a 4 out of 5 stars for me, just because it is that good. Um, but basically, you get to go with the aspect of some of the other ones that I enjoy, where it goes over kind of somebody's lifetime, and you find out that this girl is deaf, and which is really cool. So this is one that I really cherish, not like everybody else cherishes it because everybody's like the story's good. Um, I love the romance part of it. So before this, before getting into this book or anything, I actually had to take a language class for my uh, my degree. And so whenever that happened, I sat there and I was like, what do I want to take? And I decided to take ASL, or American Sign Language. And it was really funny getting to take the first 2 classes. I have a third I have to try and complete. Um, so hopefully soon I'll get to do that. But it was really good getting to know that, and then being able to read this one because of the just the aspect of it, the aspect of the girl in this being deaf and her not being able to know that. And so mentally, as the voices in your head or whatever, when you read it and you give that voice to the character, it was really funny because to me, she had that kind of muffled voice that most deaf people have, which was really good. I feel like that experience gave me more into the story. So this one means something totally different to me than it did, which my fiance knows a little bit of ASL. Her mom knows some ASL, so and her brother knows some ASL. So we just kind of all use it kind of here and there across the room. I wouldn't say we're savvy at it at all, but it is really cool and pretty convenient, I would say, when you know what the other person's talking about, and them being able to relay it to you, on top of kind of being able to understand those tones and other stuff and being able to understand some of the hand gestures. Um, but this is also a really good one. So we get to go from basically her in high school or her in middle school or whatever, elementary school, however their school system is over there. They're really young kids. And basically, the guy bullies her. He, for some reason, doesn't like her, and he does all this stuff. And she ends up getting taken out of the school, moved somewhere else. And then it gets down to this guy, to our main guy, which I'll show you the second one. We get down to this guy right here, and basically he turns into this. I've bullied people. I've been really bad. I want to basically like take myself out. I want to end it. I haven't done anything good for the world. I haven't done any of this other stuff. Why am I even here? Um, and really takes that aspect of I was such a bully, and then him kind of turning around and being bullied as well, um, does turn a lot of stuff on in this. And so you get to that part, and then he makes this one last choice. He sold all his stuff off. He wanted to make sure he could cover his own funeral costs for his mom. Um, all this other stuff. And he figures out that um, he was mean to this girl when he was younger. And what he was going to go do is finally get to go and apologize to her. So he goes and tries to apologize to her. And basically, he does so, and something kind of lights a little fire in him. Um, that, well, if I'm going to do this, I have to do this the right way. I have to really, really apologize to her. And so he decides that he's going to learn a little ASL. He's going to be able to apologize to her properly. He's going to do all this stuff. And it comes down to him trying to figure that out and being able to figure out what he's going to do. So from there, it turns into I was going to do this, but now there's more in life to live for. Which is really good. I mean, he goes to a first festival. You have a lot of stuff that comes out of it. And then you actually get this whole love story part where she tries to tell him something, but because of that muffledness and everything, you can't really call it muffledness, but that's kind of what it seems like. Is her trying to say stuff to him, he doesn't understand it and gets it wrong. And it really turns into a thing of them splitting apart, them backtracking. He's made friends, he stopped somebody from bullying somebody else, and it's really backtracking a lot of stuff to it. Basically, um, there's different friends, there's different things. They go through jealousy with one of the girls that had a crush on him. He goes through the friendship of this guy that was getting picked on and finding out, well, he's a really good guy to hang out with. He's a good friend. It's not this whole you do it to think you're a good person. You do it because you are a good person. And it opens up this whole stuff. You do get a lot of different characters that are involved in it. And you have him where he once went through life where everybody had an X on their face. Faces weren't memorable or anything. To him actually going in and realizing people are people make mistakes, things happen. I was a person, I made a mistake, and I am doing all that I can to right that wrong. And yet at the same point, the person that I once bullied, I am now turned around and am getting into a love story with. So it is really good. Again, if you have not read this is 7 volumes. There's actually a box set you can get for all 7. It's called A Silent Voice. Pick it up, check it out. It's something that I don't think that you will regret, especially because so many people will sign off on this series. It is super, super, super good. Like I said, it is a very high rating for me on my scale, out of 4 out of 5 stars. And it is just super good. So if you want to try and do that or whatever, try and read it, try and figure it out. It is such a good series. And then come back and comment on this video if you want. Let me know what you think about it, because it is a very good slice of life series and something that I feel like everybody should read and should try and figure out kind of how life should be. So anyway, I'm Jingraves. I will catch you guys later. And thanks for watching. Again, like I said, I will catch you guys later. Bye.